His clothes were as worn as before, his sandals covered in dust, and his only possession remained the walking stick he carried. Laughter rippled across the gathering, but the traveler bowed respectfully to the elders and quietly repeated his request to marry Nambi. The elders looked at one another in confusion. Several gently reminded Senkungu that there were far wealthier and more established men seeking his niece's hand. They advised him to consider her future wisely. Senkungu pretended to deliberate, rubbing his chin as though wrestling with a difficult decision. Then, to the astonishment of everyone present, he declared that he had chosen the poor traveler. Gasps filled the air. The wealthy suitors protested angrily, believing they had been insulted after traveling such great distances. Nanziri hid a satisfied smile, knowing exactly why her husband had made such a choice. To the villagers, it appeared to be a strange decision. Only Senkungu and his wife knew it was an act of calculated cruelty. They imagined Nambi condemned to a lifetime of poverty, far from the land that rightfully belonged to her. Nambi herself felt as though the ground had disappeared beneath her feet. She did not know the man, nor where he came from, yet she accepted her fate with quiet dignity, believing that perhaps God still had a purpose hidden beyond her understanding. The journey away from Masaka was long and exhausting. For several days they traveled through forests, across rivers, and over rolling hills. The traveler remained kind and attentive, making sure Nambi rested whenever she became tired. He shared every meal equally with her despite possessing very little. Along the road, strangers greeted him with unusual respect that he politely discouraged, and more than once travelers seemed ready to kneel before him before he subtly signaled them not to. Nambi noticed these odd moments, but dismissed them as misunderstandings. As they climbed the final ridge overlooking the Kingdom of Bunyoro, she expected to see another humble village. Instead, her breath caught in her throat. Before them rose magnificent palace walls, gleaming beneath the afternoon sun. Royal drums thundered across the valley. Soldiers in ceremonial attire lined the road. Hundreds of attendants bowed deeply as the poor traveler approached. Then, before her astonished eyes, he removed his tattered outer garments, revealing the royal attire hidden beneath. The commander of the royal guard stepped forward, knelt, and proclaimed, "Welcome home, your royal highness, Prince Kato Rugaba." The world seemed to stop. Nambi could scarcely breathe as she realized that the poorest man in Masaka had been the richest in honor all along.